Hello, this is Marion Laney again from Dauphin Island. Some of you have asked for updates on my original trajectory video. This is once again from the University of South Florida. They have created all of these animations and can be found on their website. As you can see, this is basically 4 different models that show what's happening in the Gulf up through a forecast of around May 12th, which obviously is in the future from today. You can see that the Mississippi River, when it has a huge outflow, is causing some unintended consequences over here in the Chandelier Islands. It's tending to push the water, the slick, further in that area. We still have our loop current concerns here and here. At the moment, it seems to be working to keep it pushed above getting caught up in loop current, but also you see what's happening here. We have this area starting to move around, and or this area moving out this way, which once again could get over into the Panama City, Destin, Cape San Blas area, or even along the west coast of Florida. Let's look at a couple of others. Here's one that shows wind patterns and how that might impact the surface as well. So let's go with this animation here, and once again you can see how Mississippi came out. But notice how the winds are starting to come from the east and then the southeast, and they're going to tend to want to push this mass up in this direction. The outflow from the Mississippi is also working with that as well, helping kind of push it towards the Alabama and Florida coastlines. Dauphin Island, which is right here, has seen some tar balls, so we're obviously concerned about that. And with the patterns as we move towards summer tending to be more from the south, that's certainly not going to be very good for the whole coastline there. And as this continues to spread outward to the east and to the west, it's just going to make it flatten out, we believe, as well. Okay, next one here is a similar one from one of the 4 panes we saw earlier, and it just shows you the general morphing of the mass. But if we're already starting to get some tar balls on the island here, we can expect that to hit Gulf Shores, Orange Beach soon. And looking at this distance we're dealing with, and the same thing with the currents as they come into play, will start working their way all along this area here. And I believe that as time goes on, it's going to obviously work its way this way and get caught up in the loop current also. I'm not a scientist, so this is all just empirical knowledge about what I do know about the Gulf. As you can see, this is starting to move much more dramatically in this area. Last time we did an update, it was about here. Now it's way over here. So we can expect this to impact all of Louisiana and probably get into Florida, and at some point become an international event by getting into Mexico, and or getting into loop current and getting into Gulf Stream and moving up and hitting even Canada or even Europe. So this thing just really doesn't have any end in sight. Another variation showing the currents and just a different forecasting computer model that shows what may or may not happen, but they all are pretty much agreeing that it continues to move out this way, is drifting in this direction, and off to the west also. So let's see, one more, and this one once again showing you all the currents that are out in the sea. And as you can see what's happening here, you got this current here just kind of folding it back on itself. But potentially if it folds it back enough over here, you know, who knows, it could get caught up in this and move right over here and get caught up in that loop current from over this direction instead of here. Or this could loop around and get caught up in it. It's really, you know, just a guessing game, and we're all very upset and sad about the whole prospect. I wish I had more definitive information for you, but that's best I can do for right now. Thank you, and we'll update when there's a few more days have passed and we have new models to look at. Thank you very much.